The Detroit Lions have 8 picks in the NFL draft. And unlike other creators, I'm not going to feed you bubbles and rainbows because I'm all out of bubblegum. The Detroit Lions need a backup quarterback. Brad Holmes said he was going to get one. Right now, there's nobody left. Carson Wentz, Teddy Two Gloves. I myself would prefer Carson. Not as much baggage. 4 years ago, give me Teddy Two Gloves in a minute. I hate the two gloves. Hate it. You cannot spin that ball the right way, but he's always played with them. Maybe that's why he's a backup quarterback now. I don't know. All I know is that one of our draft picks now have to be on a quarterback. If we don't go sign Carson Wentz, who y'all hate, former number 2 overall pick, he's in the category of Baker Mayfield, who, by the way, has a starting job in Tampa Bay. Baker earned that starting job, too, with his play over the last couple of months, couple of games. We have 8 picks in the NFL draft. 1 now has to be spent on a backup quarterback. I, myself, would prefer to have 3 on the roster. We saw what happened to the San Francisco 49ers. I, myself, would prefer to have 3 dressed. The NFL needs to bring that back. So, question. Who do you want the Detroit Lions to have at backup QB? Mariota is off the market. He got signed at 1:15 in the morning. Who do you want to be the backup quarterback? If it's not a free agent, who do you want the Lions to draft? Remember, we have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 1 third, no 4th, 1 5th, 2 6th. Brad will make a trade in this draft. He's always done that. Braylon says Wentz. SW says Wentz as a backup is fine. I agree. A backup quarterback capable of winning games. I've asked this question numerous times in my show. Who was the last backup quarterback? Last backup quarterback. Who was the last backup quarterback to win a game for the Detroit Lions? Brian says, Richardson, let him sit behind Goff until his contract run out. Okay, where are we taking him at, Brian? I'm sorry, bro. Where are we taking him at? Is it possible that if we don't sign a QB that we might draft? Aaron, it ain't no possibility. It's a fact, bro. It's a fact because Brad Holmes told us that through the draft or free agency, he was going to get a backup for Jared Goff. Eric says Driscoll, I will pass. No, Driscoll, he did not win a game for the Detroit Lions. KD says Sean Hill. Mello says Sean Hill. When did Sean Hill play for the Detroit Lions? In 2014. David Blau did not win a game for the Detroit Lions. He's never won a game for the Detroit Lions, not even a preseason game. Jacoby Brissett is done. He is not. Do y'all not keep up with this stuff? He's off the market. He got signed. Nick says Tanner McKee in the 3rd round. Aaron trying to be funny with Dan Orlovsky. Yeah, that's a funny one. Dan Orlovsky didn't win no games either. When he came in, he never saw the field. Stafford played for 8 straight years without missing a single game. All of those years, we kept bringing back Dan Orlovsky. Eric says, we don't, man. We just watch you in free agent news for the most part. We talked about this yesterday, but we'll talk about it again. I'll bring up over the cap, and I will tell you the backup quarterbacks that are currently available. Marcus Mariota got signed at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, 1:15, he got signed to the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, I'm going to go off the top of my head about free agents that are available at this moment. Okay? Carson Wentz. These are quarterbacks. Matt Ryan, a.k.a. Woody from Toy Story. Tom, I'm retired Brady. This didn't update yet. Marcus Mariota is off the market. These are our options. Nate P says, I'm not on the Wentz train, not even as a backup. Okay. All right. Well, that means that you're a draft. Here are the free agents that are available at this moment. Teddy Bridgewater is without a team. Mason Rudolph is without a team. Joe Flacco is without a team. Chad Henne is retired. Blaine Gabbert is without a team. Chase McBurger Daniel without a team. Drew Lock, actually, I want to say, no, he's still without a team. Brian Hoyer, he's like a billion years old without a team. Trevor Siemian without a team. Josh, been on every team in the NFL, formerly of the Detroit Lions, is a free agent. Tim Boy Boyle, Josh Dobbs, Nathan Peterman is available. Nate never took a snap. Why did we sign you? Sudfeld is available. Jeff used to play for the Detroit Lions. Driscoll, Cooper Rush off the market. Brett Ripon, Trace McSorley, David Blau, John Wofford, Bryce Perkins, Gardner Minshew, Colts, Easton Stick, Chargers, Shane Buechele, Chiefs. I knew it. I knew I saw something. Thank you, Nick. Drew Lock re-signed with Seattle. So I'm gonna read them again. So which one y'all say? Which one y'all say? Mason Rudolph could be good. I don't want him near us. I got some thoughts on Mason. I don't want him near this team. KD says, I'll take John Wofford. Bridgewater is the best option. Josh Dobbs, if he available. You mean Dobbs that played for the Titans? You mean the Dobbs that we had on our team? Who we put on the practice squad over, wait a minute, we chose Nate Sudfeld over Josh Dobbs. Are y'all serious right? Y'all, come on, man. Y'all serious right now? Y'all being serious. Remember, we had Josh Dobbs. He spent 14 days on the Detroit Lions until the Titans came and scooped him up. We chose to have Nate Sudfeld over Josh Dobbs. Phantom says, we don't want Wentz. Eric says, Bridgewater been broke since the non-contact injury. Well, who we taking? SW Lion says, Siemian is okay. Well, at this point, so out of these people that I've just named, how many people do you think, who do you think could win games for the Detroit Lions? Okay, Phantom says Wentz is washed. You know, all I want is to be a backup quarterback. A backup quarterback who is capable of winning games. See, we've had backup quarterbacks before. We've had those. Chase McBurger Daniels. We've had backup quarterbacks. Matt Castle. We've had backup quarterbacks. We were losing our stuff when we signed David Blau and Tim Boyle. Why? Because we knew what they were. And then neither one of them were on this team. So all I got to say, y'all, Nate says none of them could win games. You see, that's a false statement. Carson Wentz is capable of winning games. All I want is here's what I got to say about Dobbs is that the Lions had Dobbs. They chose Nate Sudfeld over Josh Dobbs. Why would they go back and get him? I know I asked you a question, SW, so I know why you put that in there, but why would they go back and get Josh Dobbs if they let him go over Nate Sudfeld? They could have let Nate Sudfeld go and elevated Josh Dobbs as the backup. So the consensus in the chat is there are no backup quarterbacks good enough to win games. That means we have to draft one. So in the comment section, put where are the Detroit Lions drafting a quarterback?